Hi there. My name's Pastor Tim. I'm pastoring a growing congregation in Jamestown, New York. Want to take just a minute and sort of give you a testimonial about the Wine from the True Vine discipleship booklets that I have, in a way, discovered. They're very, very useful to me in solving the problem of how do I help people grow up in Jesus in a repeatable, dependable way, because we're in this situation where we really need to make disciples. So I've discovered these booklets. We've been using them, and here's what I want to tell you. They're very, very useful for discipleship. Number one, they're very simple to use. They're not too big. Sometimes if you have a thick book and you hand it to someone, they're like, I don't know, I'm not a reader. Well, these are thin, they fit in your pocket, and they're easy to take everywhere. We've used them they're very, very versatile. Because of their simplicity, they're just unpacking the Bible. They're very, very versatile. So we have been able to use them in our women's Bible study as a curriculum. Our youth group is actually starting to use them. We have seen leaders use them one-on-one in like an evangelism discipleship conversation outside of the church. And you could even just say, hey, I just want to use them and study them myself because I want to just sort of fill in those gaps in my foundation. We've even had a mother who was homeschooling her own son use them. And so they were able to be used for a very young child, and he could comprehend. He's bright, but he could comprehend and be taught. And at the same time as mom was teaching her son using these tools, she was even able to say, hey, this was helping me grow. So that's really what I love about them the most, is that it's just so versatile. It can be used across the spectrum. I don't know really of any other tool besides just the Bible that you can say, hey, here's good. This is good for a 10-year-old. This is good for a youth group. This is good for women's Bible study. This is good for personal study. This is good for one-on-one or one-on-two. And so for me, that keeps it really straightforward and simple. The other thing I like about these tools, the Wine from the True Vine discipleship booklets, is that it just depends heavily on Scripture. What does the Bible teach? What can we learn about following Jesus just from the Word? And then the author has added the teaching and used her teaching and writing gift to make it understandable. So it's just very accessible across a really broad range of people. And that's what I'm dealing with as a pastor in my church. So I can highly recommend it. It covers just about every topic that you would want to cover, and it just builds and lays it out. And this is the kind of thing I can say you probably need in your church, and you probably need it in your small group. You probably need it at home. You probably need it in your life. And I just give a really high recommendation. I would say check them out. Wine from the True Vine. And you can't go wrong. You really can't.